What's going down, guys? Coach Angus here from CrossFit by Design. Today, we're going to be going over the top 5 most awesome exercises that you guys can master to better yourselves and your CrossFit experience. So check them out. First exercise we got is the air squat. Pretty basic movement, but one that we all really need to know how to do well. So what we're doing first is starting our feet shoulder width apart, toes slightly turned out, sending our hips back and down, breaking parallel, standing back up. Again, feet shoulder width apart, toes turned out, sending our hips back and down, breaking parallel, and standing up. The second movement for our top 5 most awesome exercises is the burpee. So what we want to do is stand up nice and straight, our hands placed on the ground in front of our toes, kick back, hips and chest touch the ground, hip pop back up, stand up. Burpees. The third exercise we're getting after is the push-up. We want to start out, hands underneath our shoulders, feet together. We want a straight line from our shoulders to our hips to our feet. From here, we want to break at the elbow, chest touches the ground, push back up till elbows lock out. Get after it. Fourth exercise we got going on is the thruster. A little bit more complicated, but we'll break it down. You guys remember the first exercise we did, the air squat? Exact same thing. Feet shoulder width apart, sending our hips back and down and standing up. Exact same thing, but with a barbell. So once we got the barbell on our chest, we want to focus on our elbows as high as they can go. From here, we're going to send our hips back and down, just like we would in an air squat, and explode up, pushing the barbell overhead. I'll just show you guys a few reps. Really focusing on keeping those elbows as high as you can. Thruster. Yeah, boom. Fifth and final piece for today is Sumo Deadlift high pull. It's a pretty complicated movement. I'll run through a few reps with you guys. After that, we'll go through the technique points. All right, first thing we need to do, we need to find a nice wide stance. For me, it's about 1 meter and a bit between my feet. It's going to be different for different people with different limb length and all that sort of thing. So go nice and wide, but you want to feel comfortable. Next thing we want to do is we're going to pick up the bar. So what we're going to do, we're going to break at the knees and send our hips back. We're going to pick the bar up, our hands nice and close. We're going to bring the bar to about mid-shin. From here, we want to really engage our hamstrings. We want to really feel the tension in there. We want to pull our shoulders back, have a nice proud chest, keeping our chin up. From here, we're going to extend through the hips, keeping the bar nice and close. Once we get to this point, we want to be at full extension before we start that shrug. So once we get here, we're shrugging through our shoulders, bringing our elbows nice and high, finishing just below our chin. That's 1 rep. We return back down, same thing. Hips go back, slight knee bend, mid-shin. That's pretty much it, guys. Sumo deadlift high pull. Yes, that concludes our top 5 most important exercises for you guys to start cracking on with. The technique for this, guys, is so important. So take your time, learn the movements well, do your own research, rewatch this video, but just learn these 5 movements correctly, because the carryover that these 5 movements have to the rest of your CrossFit experience will help so much. As always, hit us up, come into the box, send us a message, all the above. Much love. Peace.